Imagine waking up to the sounds of the African savanna, the distant roar of a lion, the calls of exotic birds, and the gentle rustling of leaves as wildlife stirs in the early morning light. This is what a true African safari feels like, an adventure into the heart of nature. In this guide, we'll take you through the essentials for planning your safari, the best time to visit, what to pack, and of course, the unforgettable sights and experiences that await. Planning a safari begins with selecting the right experience. Whether it's a luxurious lodge or a more rugged, adventurous journey, there's a safari for every traveler. The key is choosing a reputable safari operator who knows the terrain and the wildlife, ensuring a safe and memorable adventure. Researching carefully will set the stage for an unforgettable trip. Timing is everything when it comes to an African safari. The dry season from June to October is perfect for spotting wildlife as animals gather around waterholes. However, the green season from November to May brings lush landscapes and is the best time for witnessing the Great Migration, a truly awe-inspiring event as millions of wildebeests, zebras, and gazelles travel across the plains. Each season offers unique experiences, so choose what aligns best with your safari goals. Where to start your safari adventure? Nairobi, Kenya, is a popular gateway, with easy access to Maasai Mara, one of the most renowned wildlife reserves in the world. Other options include Johannesburg, South Africa, for Kruger National Park, or Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, which is a gateway to the Serengeti. Depending on your safari goals, your starting point might vary, but each offers access to some of Africa's most iconic safari locations. Packing for a safari is all about comfort and practicality. Essential items include a good camera with a zoom lens to capture wildlife up close, binoculars for spotting animals from a distance, and sunscreen and insect repellent to stay protected. Light, breathable clothing works well for the heat, but mornings and evenings can be cool, so a light jacket is advisable. Sturdy shoes are important, especially if planning on walking safaris, and a hat and sunglasses will keep the sun at bay. A typical safari day starts early with a game drive at sunrise, when wildlife is most active. The quiet thrill of a lion sighting or the majestic movement of elephants crossing the plains is something that's hard to put into words. Midday provides a break for relaxing, and then another thrilling game drive in the afternoon. Safari vehicles, often open air, allow for unobstructed views, with a knowledgeable guide pointing out animals and explaining their behavior. The key to a great safari is patience, and sometimes the most incredible moments happen when least expected. Now, let's dive into the actual route of an African safari. Let's start in Nairobi, Kenya, a popular entry point for many safaris. From here, we'll journey into the heart of Maasai Mara, one of the most iconic wildlife reserves in the world. After an early morning flight from Nairobi, you'll land in Maasai Mara, where the adventure truly begins. Upon arrival, you'll be greeted by your safari guide, who will brief you on the park and the itinerary ahead. The first safari game drive starts soon after. Your first glimpse of the vast savanna, with its golden grasslands dotted with acacia trees. Expect to see elephants, zebras, and gazelles, with a chance of spotting predators like lions or cheetahs as they begin to stir. By evening, you'll return to your lodge or camp, perhaps overlooking the Mara River, where you can watch the sunset before enjoying a delicious dinner under the stars. On day 2, the day begins early with a pre-dawn game drive. You'll set off in the quiet of the morning, watching the sun rise over the Mara, and as the day heats up, the animals begin to gather. You might see lions lounging in the grass, a family of elephants drinking at a waterhole, or even a cheetah on the hunt. As the game drive continues, you'll explore different areas of the Mara, perhaps heading toward the famous Mara River, where you can spot crocodiles and hippos basking on the riverbanks. In the afternoon, there's time to relax before another thrilling evening game drive, when the animals become more active again as the temperature cools. Next, the adventure continues as you cross into Tanzania's Serengeti National Park, one of the most famous safari destinations in the world. Here, you'll discover a landscape of vast plains, dotted with rocky outcrops and scattered trees. The Serengeti is home to millions of wildebeest and zebras, and during certain months, the Great Migration unfolds before your eyes. Expect to see herds stretching as far as the eye can see, while predators like lions and hyenas wait for the right moment. After a full day of game drives, you'll return to your camp, enjoying a sundowner as you reflect on the day's incredible sightings. On day 4, you'll spend the entire day exploring the Serengeti. If you're visiting during migration season, you'll witness one of nature's most dramatic spectacles: the river crossings, where wildebeest and zebras brave the crocodile-infested waters. Even if you're visiting outside migration season, the Serengeti still offers an abundance of wildlife, including cheetahs, lions, leopards, and birds of prey. The vast open space gives a sense of freedom, and each game drive reveals something new. You'll spend the day traveling through the central Serengeti, perhaps catching sight of a leopard hidden in a tree or a cheetah sprinting across the plains. The day ends at your camp, with a relaxing dinner and another night under the stars. On day 5, you'll head towards the Ngorongoro crater, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This ancient caldera, home to thousands of animals, offers one of the highest densities of wildlife in Africa. As you descend into the crater, you're likely to spot rhinos, buffalo, wildebeest, and flamingos in the lake. The wildlife here is abundant and the landscape is stunning, with grasslands, swamps, and forested areas. After a full day of exploring the crater's floor, you'll head back to your lodge, perhaps perched on the rim of the crater, where you'll enjoy spectacular views as you relax before your last night of the safari. On the final day, you'll explore more of Ngorongoro before heading back to Arusha or Moshi for your return flight. The wildlife sightings continue as you travel back towards the city, perhaps catching a glimpse of a lion pride or a lone elephant on the move. By the end of the day, you'll arrive in Arusha, where your safari concludes, filled with memories of an incredible journey through some of Africa's most iconic landscapes and wildlife. From Nairobi to Maasai Mara, Serengeti, and Ngorongoro, this itinerary offers a complete safari experience, giving you the chance to see the Big Five, witness the Great Migration, and explore some of the most stunning landscapes in the world. It's an adventure that brings you closer to nature, offering once-in-a-lifetime memories at every turn. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our future adventures. Also, leave a comment below and tell us what part of the African safari you'd love to experience. See you on our next journey. Thanks for watching.